Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On, and today is the day that we've managed to finally get our hands on and get started on Arcane Studios' Prey. So if you're also just getting started, here are 10 things you definitely have to try out in the first few hours of your playthrough. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to do in Prey is unlock yourself an achievement. Now, this probably falls under one you wouldn't want to unlock accidentally, as you have to kill yourself with the helicopter rotor blades in the opening section of the game. But on the plus side, you get an easy 10 gamer score for doing yourself in. To successfully get the achievement, just make a running jump into the side of the helicopter, and there you have it, a quick and easy 10 gamer score. If you want to prepare yourself for the pain to come, you may want to drink the sparkling wine on the worktop before leading Morgan to his death. The next thing you'll definitely want to try and get yourself is the stun gun. This weapon is very easy to miss in the earlier section of the game. Once you get to the area where you get the glue gun, the room where you get your first neuromod, you'll want to use the weapon to lay new platforms and climb yourself to the top of the room. Head over to the dead guy on the floor and he'll have the stun gun as well as a load of ammo for you to use. Remember though, it's not going to be very effective against any of the aliens you'll come across in Talos-1, but it's something very useful to have early on in the game, so make sure you grab it. Now, one thing you're going to find yourself doing throughout Prey is more than likely jumping out of your skin as mimics come out of nowhere, but that is why you're going to want to carry around and use turrets to deal with large amounts of enemies. You'll find turrets on the first floor of the main lobby where they can be picked up and carried to new locations. Whenever you run into trouble, just remember where you place the turret and run back towards it so you don't end up dying once again, just like you did to those helicopter blades at the start of the game. In the early stages of the game, you'll find yourself running out of ammo quite often. With mimics suddenly jumping out of random locations, you'll end up wasting a lot of bullets when you're jumping out of your skin. Another thing you can do to help dispose of all the aliens is using explosives to deal a large amount of damage. Throughout the game, you'll constantly be able to find explosive canisters, which you can shoot as enemies go past them to explode and take them out. This is especially useful if you're running low on ammo. There's also a fun reference for fans of first-person RPGs. Ever since the original Deus Ex, designers have been using the door code 0451. You'll see this also in the BioShock games and Dishonored, and it gets a little reference in Prey 2. In Prey, it is the code to enter Morgan Yu's office, which is one of your first objectives in the game. Of course, one of the big focuses in Prey is on playing the game your own way, so there are loads of different ways to get into the office. While it's still cool to use a classic game reference to crack the code, why not use your imagination and, more importantly, your glue gun and figure out some other ways into the office? Now, personally, one of my biggest struggles in games like Prey is always running out of ammo. No matter how much you try to save it or spend your time trying to be accurate, which is a little bit harder in this game, as mimics just jump out of nowhere, which can be slightly stressful, making you a little bit trigger happy. But thanks to the Fabricator, which can be found all across Talos-1 as well as Morgan Yu's office, you can make yourself as much shotgun ammo as you like, as long as you have the materials, so make sure to collect as much junk as you can and use the recycler so you never have to worry about running out of ammo ever again. One of my favorite things that I did during my playtime of Prey so far is when I first ventured into space. Flying around in my spacesuit and just doing barrel rolls just because I could made me feel like I needed to have some 2001: A Space Odyssey music playing in the background. But you'll have so much to do and find whilst exploring space. There will be dead bodies marked on your HUD, which you can go search to try and find some extra loot, including one of the most powerful guns in the game that I've found so far, which you'll definitely not want to miss out on, the Q-Beam. But while you're out searching for the Q-Beam, do make sure to try and avoid some of the enemies in space, as they're incredibly powerful, and the only option that I found out worked was to run away from them as quickly as you can. Now, once you find this human corpse, which has the Q-Beam around 200 meters away from where you first enter space in the game, it's absolutely amazing. It can pretty much kill mimics almost instantly. The one thing to always remember is I found it difficult to find ammo, with only being able to find it from the engineers, which have quite a lot of health. The Q-Beam works by making it so that once you either hit the enemy enough with it, they'll explode, or if you do a bit of damage with the Q-Beam and then deal enough damage with your other guns so the health meets the yellow bar, then they'll also explode. It makes dealing with large amounts of mimics nice and easy and a little bit satisfying, not gonna lie. One of the biggest things you're going to want to do, just like you did when you found the stun gun, is constantly look at how to get up high, as a lot of items such as weapon upgrade kits or neuromods are hidden on higher parts of Talos-1, so you'll need to use your glue gun to work your way up, or find alternative routes, which is something that you're going to find yourself doing quite a lot. Another big thing that you're going to want to try and do is to get in as many safes as possible, as they're hidden all around Talos-1, whether that's behind a fire alarm which you'll need to hit with your wrench to open it up, or if you have to try and figure out something like this puzzle in Dr. Thornstein's office. I kind of use Google to figure it out, I'm not going to lie. Trust me, you're going to do it too. But there we have it, 10 things that you'll have to try and do during your playthrough of Prey. If you've got any other cool things that you found, let us know in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe for more content, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!